Garden Buddies might just be the most wholesome game I've ever played. It's a game about love, care and friendship, and I can show you the exact moment I fell in love with it. Look at the cute little pet, oh my god! Garden Buddies is a short game that gives you tools to help calm anxiety and reduce stress. As someone who has struggled with anxiety and depression my entire life, I absolutely love the sentiment behind this game. In fact, one of the self-care tools it teaches you is box breathing, where you breathe in, hold the breath, breathe out, hold the breath, etc. And that's actually one of the key methods I've used to help me cope with anxiety over the years, so it's fantastic to see it included in the game. Garden Buddies is actually a set of mini-games, with a short story mode used to tie them all together. You can repeat the mini-games, which include a rhythm game, a cleaning game, a bug catching game and more. All the mini-games can be accessed from the main menu, so you don't even have to play the story mode if you don't want to. I do recommend it though, as it's super wholesome and heartwarming. By far my favourite aspect of the game is garden building. Aside from the story mode, you can play this in two other modes. One mimics the story mode in that your garden buddies need to pick up flowers which act as points that you can spend on different assets for your garden. The other is a free build mode where you don't need to pay for the assets with flowers. I am obsessed with building and decorating games, so I was in my element playing around with this. I only wish there were more assets to play with, as the selection is currently limited. However, what is available is so pretty, especially the flowers. Be aware though that the game doesn't save your garden outside of story mode. I mentioned earlier that this is a short game. In fact, the story mode is only about an hour long, but don't be put off just yet, because I think there's a good reason for that. I think the idea of Garden Buddies is that it's a game you can pick up every time you feel stressed or anxious. Whether you play the mini-games individually or play through the story mode, it will give you something to focus on, and the game is so positive and colourful, I can definitely see it helping lift your mood when you're feeling low. I do think it's important to note that mental health issues are often long-term, and that a game like this is not meant to be a replacement for medication or any other treatment. However, it definitely has value as a coping strategy for when you just feel rubbish and need a boost. Like a lot of people, I play cozy games mainly for escapism. It takes my mind off stressful situations and helps me focus on something when my autism and ADHD come out to play. If your experience is similar, I really do think you might find value in this game. As I said earlier, I do recommend playing through the story mode at least once. Now let me tell you why. It's just so cute. You get to meet and befriend various little creatures, from an apple, to a frog, to a rock, and the game is all about helping them out with their problems. I think the story mode has a really important message about taking care of others and of yourself. It's full of positive affirmations and it's just a really wholesome experience. I think this game would be especially beneficial to younger people. I think society as a whole doesn't talk enough about mental health and well-being in children and young adults. As someone who was once a child with mental health issues, I often felt like my feelings were dismissed and professional help was maybe not as readily available as it could have been. A game like this, which teaches simple methods to help you relax and to reduce stress, is something that could be useful for so many kids. Garden Buddies is coming to Switch as well as PC, and I think it could be a really nice game to play at night to help you relax before you go to sleep. The game releases on October 20th, that's tomorrow, and I don't have a price for the Steam version, but on Switch it's going to cost £13.49. So let me know what you think. Will you be picking this one up? If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, as it really helps me grow not just my channel but my community as well. My goal right now is to reach 500 subs and 4,000 watch hours by the end of October, and I'd really appreciate your help in making that happen. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon with more cozy games.